Okay, so I lost track of time. So this is going to be a continuation of the one before. So let me continue on. I put my assignment here, and now I'm taking you down to this section with the dates. So these can be important if you want to populate your calendar, but they do limit students in terms of when they can upload work to this assignment then. So if you want to allow submissions from, you can put in the dates here. You can put in a due date. So I'll leave these checked here. And if you leave this one here checked, remind me to grade by. The Moodle will generate an email reminder to you to that you have assignments that need to be graded. So you can leave all of those checked. Like I told you before, I generally uncheck them, but we'll put those checks back on. And submission types uh, it defaults to file submission, so you don't have to click on that. It will let them upload up to 20 files. You can change this, make it less if you want. Um, you can go into all of these different settings. I don't generally go into them. I like this notification one though. Notify graders about submissions. If you click yes on that, what'll happen when the students upload to this assignment, you'll get an email from the Moodle page notifying you that who uploaded an assignment. So you could change notifications to yes. You can even change this notify graders about late submissions. Oh, well, you can't check it here because you put the due date up there, so they can't submit late. Um, yeah, so you can put that there. And then default setting for notify students. So after you grade it, the assignment, then an email will generate to the student telling them that they have a grade and some comments from you in the grade book. And then we go to grade. You can change this to scale if you like. You can then leave this to simple and direct. I'll talk about grade categories in a different file because right now it has to remain uncategorized, but we'll create some grade categories in your grade book so that we can have it nice and organized. And then we're going to call it a day. You can look at some of these other features if you like, but those are about generally the only ones that I use commonly. Sometimes restrict access and activity completion, but we're just going to click save and return for right now. Okay, so there's that first activity, but that's actually going to be in week one, so I'm going to drag that up there to week one. Now I'm going to go to and add another type of activity. And this time I'm going to add a forum. These are fun. A forum's an online dialogue. So I'm going to entitle this forum, Which Revolution Was the Most Revolutionary? Okay. That's going to be the title of my forum. And I'm going to take that title and throw it down there in the description. I like to center it. I'm going to bold it. Um, Maybe I'm going to talk about revolutions, give them some background to important revolutions, and then I'm going to get to the meat of what I want them to do. Consider the following revolutions, and I'm going to list them out. The American, the French. I would put the dates in here, but just for the sake of time, the Haitian and let's say the Latin American revolutions. Um, of of them all, which was the most revolutionary? Number 2, in the subject line of the forum, write the name of the revolution. And then number 3, write at least one paragraph explaining and dot dot dot. I'll just kind of leave it at that. Number 4, with forums, I like to do this after your original post. Be sure to respond to at least 2 classmates. Remember to be diplomatic in your responses. With younger children, you might want to phrase that different. I think you could do forums as young as 10, maybe even 9. I don't know. And I'm going to leave this standard forum for general use. There's different types of forums. This is the one that I use most often. I can click on availability. I can change those dates to make them available at different times. For grade, it's not really a grade, but you can do ratings. So maybe I'm going to do an average of ratings, and I'm going to change that to 5. I would probably mention in here your posts will be rated, and I would probably tell them, I would probably tell them like what the different ratings represent. In order to earn an A, you need an average of 4 for your ratings. Okay, so you could put whatever number you want in there as long as you explain to them why that number's in there, and then click save and return. And now I have created a forum assignment. And again, let's say it was going to be in week 1, I could just dump it up there. And if we click on it, you can see what it looks like. I could have added a picture there. I could have added a video along with it. But the important feature now here is that you can see there's this tab here to add a new discussion post. So when they go into the forum and they click on that red tab, remember I told them write the name of the revolution. So maybe I thought the American Revolution was the most revolutionary, and then I can write my paragraph here. And if I click post to forum, then it is going to be there. So you can see that I made a comment on this day, and so on and so forth. And then someone can respond to me, living up to the expectations of my activity or assignment. So that is a forum. A forum is an online discussion. You can respond to them also. It can be a lot of fun. And let's see, what else can we add here? Maybe I want to make a quiz. Let's go into that one. So maybe this quiz is going to be on the American Revolution, because maybe I'm going to make a quiz in here on each of the revolutions. So there's my title. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to drop it here. I'm going to give them some directions. This quiz will gauge your understanding of the American Revolution. I can put a time in here, so maybe I only want them to have 10 minutes to take the quiz, which is really cool, because then if you don't give them a lot of time, then you know that they have to read through the questions quickly and answer them. So 10 minutes, and then grade. Again, I can't put the grade category in here yet because I don't have those created. And then there's a whole bunch of other features, like how you want it to lay out. Do you want a new page for every question, or every 5 questions a new page? So you could put that there. You could look at question behavior, appearance. restrict access. So I like this one for a quiz. So I'm going to add a restriction. Like they can't open this until the end of the unit. I don't know. I'm not going to let them open it until September 7th. So I can put that date description there, and I'm going to hit, now you got to watch this, I'm going to hit save and return, but you're going to say, well, there are no questions in that quiz, which is correct. There are not any questions in the quiz. So now the quiz is here. It's under week 2, September 7th. See, restricted from September 7th. They won't be able to open this until that date. But if you click on it, it's going to say you need to edit the quiz because there are no questions added yet. So if I click edit quiz, then it's going to let me create some questions. Now, this is where if you have a test bank, you can import questions, but I'll make a whole separate video on that because I actually have to get one of my test banks. I'm going to go over here to add a new question. So you can see from a question bank, a new question. I'm going to create, I got lots of different types of questions I can create here. Take a look at that. There's a whole menu of them. I'm going to just make a multiple choice and I'm going to hit add. And my question name, it's going to be about, actually, I'll entitle this, I don't know, Founding Fathers. Okay. And then I have to write the question, which founding father was the leader of the Continental Army? Okay, that's my question. I want it to be worth 1 point. I'll give some feedback. Great job. Okay, or nice try. I can let the choices be shuffled. Okay, so that means that just because the choices come up A, B, C, D for one student, they'll come up differently for another. And I can show standard instructions. You can see it defaults to no. But anyways, this is where I have to write my answers in. Now, this is very important. So let's say I answer number 1 or choice number 1, John Adams. Well, that's not the correct answer. So this has to remain as none. Choice number 2, let's say Thomas Jefferson. Okay, again, not the correct answer, so none there. Choice number 3, let's put Patrick Henry. Okay, and then choice number 4, let's put George Washington. Okay, now that's the correct answer. You can see I can add more choices, like I can have a 5th choice, I can add 3 more choices. This is the correct answer. So now I have to click here and I have to put 100%. Okay, because that's the choice that I want them to make. And then I can hit save changes. And my first question will pop up there. Okay, and I'm running out of time on this video, so I'm just going to leave it at that. I would have to change this to 1 point and hit save here. Okay, and then I'm going to let's see what I'm going to go back to the course page. So there's that quiz. And then if I click on it, like let's say I was going to take the quiz, now it says I have a time limit of 10 minutes. I can attempt the quiz now. It's asking me if I really want to start the attempt, so I can click Start Attempt. And there's my question, my answer. Now take a look, it came up as C. I typed it in as the 4th choice, but click there and finish attempt. And submit all and finish. And there. And there you go. We just added a little quiz to your Moodle page.